Welcome to Enlightened World Network. Dr. Ruth Anderson here for a meditation a day. Today, we're very lucky to have an interfaith minister, Reverend Kathleen Caputo, with us. We adore Kathleen here at Enlightened World Network. Today, Kathleen is going to be doing a meditation called Making Decisions. What do I do? Where am I going? Kathleen, thank you so much for being here.
Oh, thank you, Ruth. I love being here with you. The atmosphere, the energy, the people that are here are just, they're in my heart. So thank you for always asking me to be on. Appreciate it.
Oh, I love it. Thank you so much. Okay, I'll get out of your way.
Okay. So it appears that we're living in a time of uncertainty, and things might seem they're a little chaotic, I can't say, saw this today, chaotic or very uncertain. But we've never really lived in a time of absolute certainty. However, making decisions maybe in the past might have been a little bit easier than it is to do that now. And many people are asking me, how do I move forward when things that I depended on for so long have changed? But actually, things always changed, haven't they? Throughout the world, it's not just in the United States, it's all over. So my answer is always the one mind of source that knows all, and is everywhere present, is present in you too. And divine guidance is always there for us, putting us on the right path. And since we're all made out of this divine source, this divine mind, everything that it knows is available to us. But how do we access it? So that's what I'd like us to do today, is to learn how we can access that divine mind within us that always puts us on the right path. So I'm going to ask everyone to just close your eyes, just to keep out any distractions so we can do this together. And breathe in silence and calm. Just take that deep breath of silence and calm. And exhale any of the noise in your head that brings up fear or doubt or uncertainty. You know, so often we ask for guidance and answers, but we don't take the time to get quiet and to listen for those answers, to listen for that guidance. And those answers and guidance are always here for us, no matter what's happening around us or what's happening in our own lives. So the way to access all that Source knows is that we need to first align with Source. But how do we do that? Well, we have to get out of that mindset of struggle, that we have to control things, or it has to be forced, or look or come to us in a certain way. We have to let go of the fear and the doubt, and let go of the belief that we don't know. Let go of judgment or belief in good and bad. Just let go of all of that now. Take a moment. Just let it go. And if any time you feel that coming back up within you, just say, that's not my truth. Cancel, clear, delete. My truth is that I always have spirit. I always have that source revealing anything that I need to know. The other way is to stay in the moment. So often we live from the past with, oh, this happened to me, that happened to me, this didn't work well. But we have to know that the past has no power over us. It has nothing to do with our now. So let go of that now too. Affirm that this is a new moment, a new day, a new opportunity, a new consciousness, an uplifted consciousness that only attracts the good. As someone wise once said, we might not know what the future holds, but what we think and believe now will create what unfolds in the future. And isn't that true? What we believe and our prevalent thoughts are what we attract to us. So aligning with Source is believing, trusting, and understanding that as we are all one with Source, it must by its very nature love you unconditionally and will always bring you to your highest and your best good. And yes, miracles happen every day, and they can happen to you as you open up and say, I accept all the miracles that Source has already given me. So you can go into this silence no matter where you are, no matter what you're doing, no matter what's going on around you. And you can listen for the answers and know that they come in many, many different ways. Now, in your silence, you might hear that still small voice and actually hear that guidance. Now, it might happen to you at that moment. It might happen to you an hour later or a week later. But you'll always get that guidance. And it might come from an angel. It might come from a relative or a friend. It might come from something you see or hear on TV or social media. There are infinite ways that you are guided to your right and perfect place, your right and perfect path, the right and perfect people, and the right and perfect circumstances. But it begins in the silence with your trust and your faith. And the only thing that can hold you back is your disbelief. So another way of aligning with Source is to have and to state your gratitude for all that you have right now and all that is coming to you. And you can do that silently or out loud. And know that gratitude is the rocket fuel for your manifestation. It raises your vibration. It is such a strong energy to have gratitude even before your manifestation shows up in your life. And ask that Source expands your trust, your certainty, and your ability to let go and to just go with the flow and accept everything that is already there for you as blessings, and that you recognize it and you accept it right here and right now. So take a moment now to just think about what you are grateful for, the things you have right now, and the things that you know are coming to you, because that wonderful Source of everything has already given it to you. And know that there is always divine timing, so have patience. Sometimes the things that you desire, the things that you would like to come into your experience, are dependent on some other things that have to happen first. Maybe a person that's going to be in your life in this manifestation has to do something themselves before they can be a part of it. Sometimes the universe needs to put everything together before you see that manifestation. But know that everything is always in your best and highest good. And sometimes what we believe is delay, what we believe is denial, is just the universe putting it together in the best way for you. So have patience and know that everything is coming together for you in the right and perfect way. That source loves you unconditionally. And affirm that every day too. So you are already what you desire in life. And you may have all, and you already have all the answers. So every morning, the first thing when you get up, if you can, is affirm your alignment with Source and that it's showing up in your life in infinite ways. And at this point, every day, you might want to just wipe your hands like you're letting go of something, just wiping it off. Or you might want to do something else where you put your arms all the way out and shake your hands. Shake it off, shake it off, shake it off, just like Taylor Swift told us to do. You can do that. And feel how you feel afterwards of just letting that go, the power that that gives you to know that Source is right there within you is the best thing that you can ever have. Know that you're always guided and expect and allow peace and unconditional love, comfort, joy, abundance, guidance, happiness, total health, and ease of life is right there within you. And place your hands over your heart and just place that in your heart forever right now. That knowingness, that feeling of the presence of that source right there within you, always holding you up, being your partner in life. And as you do this every morning, smile, because smiling raises your vibration. Even if you don't feel like it, smile. And know that it affects your physical being and your emotional being. And as you're raising your consciousness every day, raising that vibration, you know that more and more of those blessings are being realized. And make a commitment to do this every day. And you'll see a huge change in your life. That those answers start coming easily and effortlessly and more quickly. And that uncertainty, you can live in it because you are certain that Source has already provided you everything that you need, no matter what's going on anywhere else or what's going on for someone else. So I believe it's time to come back now and just take that nice deep breath, that breath of ease, that breath of unconditional love. And you might want to open your eyes now and come back. And thank you so much for being here with us today.
Thank you, Kathleen. It would be very easy just to stay there. Thank you. You know, you said a phrase and I wrote it down. You said a phrase and I wrote it down. And I thought it's a really good phrase. You said, "That's not my truth." And it reminded me of a time I woke up. It was literally just maybe 2 months ago. Woke up and I had this critical voice in my head, just from the get-go. It was like, there were like 5 things, just like boom, boom, boom. It was like, where did that even come from? I mean, those aren't even things I normally think about myself, but here I have a voice just feeding it to me. And I literally stopped and said, that's not how I feel. I'm
Mhm.
not going to take this on. And it was basically your line of that's not my truth. And as soon as I set that boundary, it was gone. But it was like, wow, that's fascinating.
Mhm.
How do you use that phrase? When do you call on that phrase?
I use it a lot sometimes. This is a funny story, but back in the 70s, they had this show All in the Family, and they have a lot of reruns on it now, right? And Archie used to call his wife Dingbat. And my father we used to love watching that show. And my father kiddingly told my mother and me that we're Dingbat 1 and Dingbat 2. So
Goodness.
that always stayed in my mind. And sometimes when I find I did something wrong, I find it comes back and I call myself Dingbat. And so if I do that, that's when I say this is not my truth. It's so funny what stays in our subconscious and not even realize. And somebody said something, not really meaning it, but kiddingly, and that still stayed there. The other thing I do is if I'm uncertain about something or if I have fear, um, in my teaching, we have 7 steps to help raise your consciousness, and it's called spiritual mind treatment. So we're not treating a physical thing, we're treating our consciousness to align with spirit.
Mhm.
And the first 2 steps are to recognize that spirit or God, whatever you call it, and to affirm that you're one with it. And sometimes I just have to do that, and things turn out much better.
Really, you're training your brain.
Yes, that's exactly what you're doing. Yes, because I don't like the word reprogramming because it has
Yeah.
not a good connection. But if we're going down one path, we can use our conscious mind to bring it over to another path. And I always talk to people about the 2 parts of consciousness, the conscious mind and the subconscious mind. And most of the time, we're reacting to what's in the subconscious mind. But the conscious mind has dominion over it, and it has the power to, you're going to go in the other direction now.
Well, and I think part of that, Kathleen, is just listening to your own self chatter.
Yes,
What are the
exactly.
things that you're reinforcing about yourself?
Hmm.
That you're old, that you're not as smart as you thought you were or
Right.
used to be, or not as
Hmm.
physically agile. What are you telling yourself over and over?
Hmm.
Um,
Yeah, you're affirming it, and then you wonder why things aren't working out for you. That's why I learned that it's always working, no matter what's happening, because it's working even when you're saying, I don't believe this, so that's what's coming to you.
right. Yep. Fascinating. Thank you so much. Kathleen, what would you like our viewers to know about you?
I've talked about this before. I have a book I authored called Hado Bear's Secret. And Hado Bear is a big stuffed polar bear. And behind me is baby Hado Bear. We had some little bears made to give out to the children with the book. And Hado Bear is a child's guide to a positive life. And he teaches children that we're all perfect just the way we are, even though we're all different, to always be kind and to keep our thoughts and our words positive because that helps you to have a good day, but it also helps you to turn around a day that might not be going so well. And in the back of the book, it has questions that a parent or an adult can use to talk to the child about the book. And it also has 10 negative statements that you might hear from a child. And then there's 10 positive statements that they can pick to turn that negativity around, just like we were talking about. And How Bear also has a nonprofit organization to help children that are seriously ill or are special needs. And we always send them a book one of the baby Hado bear comfort animals. And we call them our superheroes because they are superheroes. And we have a Hado Bear Superhero Club. So we send them a membership certificate. And we also send them a video of Hado Bear speaking to them, specifically about what they're going through. And we mention if they have brothers or sisters so that they don't feel left out. We always mention them. And we give them some tips on how to feel better and to use that with their medical treatment because that's always very important. And I want to tell you one thing. The quote from that someone that was wise was Hado Bear's quote. And he said, "We might not know what the future holds, but what we think and believe now will create in the future." And I always say he's a lot smarter than I am. He helps me a lot.
That's so sweet. I have seen the little plush bear and seen the videos, and they're absolutely darling. If folks want to receive that, Kathleen, how do they
Yes.
reach out to you?
Yes. If you know of a child that needs medical treatment or is in the hospital or is special needs, or even a child that has done something really wonderful for their community or for the other children, we always send it out through our Source of Guidance nonprofit. So you can contact me at Kathy, Kathy, at sourceofguidance.org. You can also contact me at Kathy, Kathy, at hadobear.com, HADOBEAR.com. And I'll get back to you as soon as possible.
It's a beautiful gift that she's giving to folks. Her ministry is absolutely beautiful. So, Kathleen, thank you for being here today. And friends, thank you for being here at Enlightened World Network. Take good care. God bless. We'll see you soon.
Bye.